What's going on, guys? Tanner here with another video. In this one, I'm going to be going through the process of how you can find the perfect niche to sell in for your dropshipping store. So let's go ahead and get into the video. If you're new to dropshipping or you want to get involved with it, the hardest part is usually finding the right products to sell. And that's the question I get asked the most is, how do I find the right niche? What products do I sell? So I'm going to go through of how I find it. And believe it or not, the way that I find the right niches is I find other people that are also selling the same products in the same niche. Because if you go after something that's completely new that you don't see other people selling in, that means there's a higher risk involved and you don't know if you're going to make money or not until you put in all the time of sourcing those products, making the store, creating marketing tactics, and putting money into marketing. When instead, you can go search for competition and then search for something that has a lower amount of competition than one that has a lot of competition. But then you go after that because you know if people are selling it, then there's money to be made because people are making money off of it, and that's why there's competition. So that's why I go into ones that have competition. I've never sold something that I haven't seen before being sold somewhere online. I always go after stuff that I've seen before because I know if other people are selling it, there's money to be made. So that's why I go after those products where there's competition, but not too much competition. Like with the fidget spinners earlier this year, if you see everybody starting to do it, and then you get into it, you're not going to make as much money as those other people because they've gotten in earlier before you, and they already have a big audience, and they're building more and more sales, while you just got in, while the buzz is almost over, then you're not going to make as much money. So the way I find competition is, I look at big pages on Instagram and see what ads they're posting. And usually if it's a company that's selling a lot, then they'll put a lot of money into all the big accounts. Well, not all of them, but most of them. You'll see the big accounts posting the same ad. And then you know, oh, they're posting all those ads. They're making a decent amount of money. So then what you can do is find that product, source it on AliExpress, and then market it a different way than they are. And then you can see what makes more money. And then you can hope to out-market them and make more money than them and put them out of business, essentially, where you're essentially building a bigger audience than they are at a faster rate and creating more and more sales. So that's how I find competition. I look at big Instagram pages, Facebook ads I walk through and see what's selling, what's not. And you're never really gonna know what's selling or what not, but you can see where people are spending the most money on ads for which products, which companies, etc. There's all types of variations, and that's how I find competition. So when picking your niche, people usually go two different directions. Either they go after something they have a passion for, or they go after something that has competition. And I definitely recommend going after something with competition, because if you pick a niche that's directly related to something that you have a passion for, and there's no competition, you're most likely not going to make a lot of money or any money at all. You just need to go for stuff that has competition, and then once you have enough money built up and saved, then you can put money into something that you have a passion for and where you can afford to lose a little bit of money maybe. And you never know until you test, so I'm not going to speak for everyone, but I would just go directly with competition. But don't pick a niche that everybody's selling in. Like clothing is super saturated. It's definitely a tough market to sell in. Or accessories for male and female like bracelets or watches or rings, stuff like that. It's pretty hard to sell in unless you're a top competitor like the big brands all over the world. So if you're dropshipping those, it's going to be a lot harder to make more sales as compared to the big competitors with the leading brands that sell a ton of them every day. So picking a niche with competition versus passion, start with competition. Once you make money, lead into what you have a passion for. But maybe some niche you find that has competition in may be your passion. You'll enjoy it more, you'll make money off of it. And I mean, I've tried something that I've had a passion for. I've done stuff that I had competition for. And competition is always better just because you're able to make more money. And I find it more fun as a game of building different brands and making more and more sales with different stores instead of focusing on something that I have a passion for and not making money from it. And another way I find what products are selling or what are not selling via dropshipping is on those ads I see on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. Then I'll go on AliExpress, find those products, and rank them by how many orders they're getting. So then I'm able to see how many orders these products are getting on AliExpress, and I'm able to see which products are moving the most. Alright guys, so I hope this video helps you out a little bit on finding what niche works for you and how to find one that's profitable. So guys, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.